Hey, what's up YouTube? Lightsaber Samurai here. I'm back again for another video, and since we are moving into a new year and a new decade, it's time to leave some stuff behind. Okay, so what I mean by that is I was watching a video from Linda, aka the Gamer Girl, on 3 games that she would be willing to sell or get rid of that are $25 or more, and this came from one of her friends. I'll leave links in the description below. I also saw that Nintendo did this as well, and so I thought I would put in my 2 cents because I thought that it's a pretty interesting facet of collecting, knowing when it's time to let go and when it's time to downsize your collection. And you don't always have to wait until you need the money or something, you know, crazy is going on. I periodically like to downsize and get rid of games, whether they be duplicates or I find a cleaner copy of a game I already own or whatever the case. So in this video, I wanted to talk about 3 games that we're leaving behind in 2019. So let's talk about it. Okay, so the first game on my list is one that came out on the Nintendo Wii. Actually, one of my favorite video games on the Wii. Nice graphics, nice gameplay, fantastic story. That is Muramasa, the Demon Blade. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with this game, but the main issue with it is recently, well, not recently, but for a while, I've owned Muramasa Rebirth on the PlayStation Vita, and it works on my Vita TV, so I can play it on my television just like I can this version of the game. But that one is, you know, full HD, and it's the definitive version of the game. So with this game going up in price, figured it might be a pretty good time to get rid of it. It's not a game that I see myself playing anymore, and that's really something that's important for me as far as the games in my collection. They've all got to be games that I either play or have played that are just fun to me, or games that I really want to play in the future, just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I don't want to be sitting on a bunch of games I'll never use or never play or anything like that, and so that's why this one is the first to get the chopping block. So fantastic game, and if you see it, definitely pick it up, especially if you don't have the Vita version. I think this one might be the easier to find of the 2, and like I said, it still looks and plays fantastic. So that's Muramasa. Okay, second up on the list, and we're going all the way back to the TurboGrafx-16 on this one. This is a game called Night Creatures on the TurboGrafx-16. I mentioned this briefly in a video I did on the TurboGrafx-16 about 6 to 8 months ago. Perhaps I'll leave a link, you can take a look at it, but in this game, you play as a dude who's been bitten by a vampire bat, and apparently that means that he's going to turn into a vampire unless he takes out Dracula or whoever the vampire master is. I think he's got the night to do it, or when the sun comes up, he'll become a vampire forever. Something like that. It's a really it's not a very good game at all. Very sluggish controls, ugly graphics, and a crazy difficulty will have you quickly putting this game down. Crazy enough that this game goes for about 50 bucks now for just the Hue card only. So this is one I will gladly sell for $50 if I can get something that I will actually play. So that's the next game to get the chopping block. Okay, finally, and the final game on my list, and this is one that some people may not be happy about. We're going back to the GameCube on this one. This is a game that I just never got the chance to play, and I'm not that excited about giving it a shot. Let me know in the comments if this is a game I really should give it a try to, but this one is Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem, and I don't know if you can see that, but that is a $3.99 Goodwill sticker, as I picked this up at Goodwill for $3.99, and I hear this is a game that's kind of hovering around the $55–$60 mark, but I heard a lot about this game. It seems kind of like a psychological horror game. It's trippy and messes with your mind and kind of does funny things with the screen and the gameplay and stuff like that to trip you up. I'm just not sure if it's my kind of survival horror game. Again, I'll probably at least play it first and give it a go before I make my final decision, but I really like survival horror games where you get to fight back. I've never been a fan survival horror games where you kind of just run and hide from the enemy. And with the exception of Haunting Ground is the only game like that I enjoy of the games like that I've played so far. But I need something more like Resident Evil or Silent Hill, at least where you got weapons you can fight back with. And even some of the Silent Hill games don't play that way, and I don't really like those either. But yeah, I just don't really have an interest in trying the game out. I picked it up because it was cheap. I bought it with a lot of other GameCube games that were at the Goodwill that day, and they were all $4, so I picked them all up. So like I said, lay down in the comments if you think that's a game I should try, but that is the last game that I'm willing to leave in 2019. Alright guys, so that's going to do it. Just a short video, but let's talk about it. Down in the comment section below, questions, comments, concerns, threats. What are 3 games that you are willing to leave behind in the last decade that are worth $25 or more? And we can talk about it in the comments section. The other videos that I watched, they nominated 3 other YouTubers to take on this subject, and the 3 that I'm going to name first is... let's go Dr. Josh the Real Gamer, because he's pretty solid. He's got a solid collection of retro titles. I'm sure he's got some stuff that he's looking to get rid of. Let's see, let's do, and again, I'm just thinking of this off the top of my head. How about let's do Garrett Spencer. He likes to do the shout out videos on Saturdays, and with his shout out videos he usually has an accompanying topic to discuss, so that's one for him that he can tackle. And last but not least, let's do let's talk about one of my new connects. This is a guy that I've been watching just very briefly. He actually found me through Dr. Josh the Real Gamer, and that's my guy, Retro Game Star. Sorry, so buddy, I'm gonna have you take a look at that. You seem to know your stuff when it comes to the retro games, despite being so young. So I think this is fun that you can get in on. Tag me in it once it's done, fellas, and I will put it in the description on this video so that my viewers can go and check it out. And my viewers, I do encourage you guys to check it out. But that's pretty much it. If you do like this content, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. If you haven't done so already, you'll be glad you did. I do believe that's all I got for you. Lightsaber Samurai out. Peace.